Culture is shaped by history, comprised of the ideas, customs, and values of a society in a given environment, which, according to Moodian, is passed down through generations, capturing years of experience of what works. Lebanon has a unique culture. This small Mediterranean country is bordered by Syria, Israel, and the Mediterranean Sea. Located in Western Asia, or the Middle East, it acts as a link between Europe and other West Asian or Middle Eastern countries. The estimated population is around 6 million, but the country has not had a census since 1932, making exact numbers difficult to track. According to Comscore Global, the reason for this is due to what some believe could be political consequences, as an accurate census could produce a major shift in population dynamics. The majority of the population, however, is urban and categorized by their religion. What makes Lebanon unique? Well, the religion of Lebanon really makes it a different place, as religion affects almost all areas of the culture. For example, in matters regarding family court, these matters are typically handled by religious courts with no uniform system for all citizens who are looking to solve these matters. Religion is also typically the cause of social tensions. The Lebanese are some of the most religiously diverse people in the Middle East. Over half the population practice Islam, but a large portion also practice Christianity. Other practiced religions include Buddhism, Hinduism, and Judaism. The country celebrates religious freedom and currently has 18 different registered religious groups practicing within its borders. Some assumptions about the culture are that because of its location, that it would celebrate only one type of religion. However, the Lebanese recognize the importance of religion, and one religion does not make decisions for the whole country. In regards to politics, Christians and Muslims receive equal representation, splitting seats 50-50. Leadership is also split, as the president is always Christian and the prime minister a Sunni Muslim and Speaker of the House a Shiite Muslim. This system is in place, according to Comscore Global, in order to prevent one community taking over the others. Although there are tensions in the country regarding religion, the system is in place in an attempt to celebrate and embrace the diverse religious population that is present in the country. There's so many different types of people that they're trying to create a system that will effectively represent everyone. Some truths about the culture are that Arabic is the official national language of Lebanon. However, many people speak French or English fluently, or Armenian or Greek. These other languages are spoken by people whose families may have immigrated or found refuge in that country, or due to the history of the country, which has been ruled by many different countries and people throughout history. Another truth is that it is considered the Switzerland of the East. A lot of this is due to the diversity and Lebanon's attempt to celebrate the diversity of the people. It's also an important commercial hub for the Middle East and has a large number of refugees living within its borders, which also are influencing that diversity. Some interesting facts about the culture are, according to Encyclopedia Britannica, Lebanon has one of the highest literacy rates in the Middle East because education is viewed as important throughout the country. Lebanon's class system is broken down into alphabet education, and most of their students are educated in private schools until they reach college age. Other interesting facts include popular sports in Lebanon, which include soccer, basketball, and weightlifting, but real weightlifting, not 5-pound weightlifting, like the kind of weightlifting that gets you to the Olympics. Downhill skiing is also another popular sport. The people of Lebanon are also very hospitable and affectionate with friends and family. These displays are large and loud, and they vouch for each other. However, public displays of affection are not celebrated between couples. It's mostly just with family and friends that these grand gestures are welcomed. The culture is similar and different from Western cultures. The Lebanese are similar to Western cultures in that they place great importance on the history that has shaped them. This is a history they are proud of, but something that they have learned from, which is why they strive to work with diversity. They are slightly more progressive than other Middle Eastern countries and open to the diversity their country has, like many Western cultures that work to include all. However, they have a strong devotion to their families, and their honor is considered one of their most cherished possessions. The behavior of one family member is considered representative of the whole family. Their culture is more collectivist than that of the United States. They are more people-oriented than goal-oriented, which also differs from the United States, with a great respect for family and friends. The group's importance is placed before the individual, making the Lebanese high-context communicators. They are also more religious than secular, like many Western cultures, which are a little more secular. Unlike other Middle Eastern countries, the lifestyle of its people is more modern and, according to the Cultural Atlas, Mediterranean, due partially to its trade between East and West and proximity to Greece. This is explained in that because there's a little bit more diversity in that culture, women, you can see some women dressed in more conservative dress, especially if they're Muslim. But you can also see a large contingent of women wearing very modern fashions from the West. Some other contributors and influences to culture are poetry and art. Joseph Kiprop, in his examination of Lebanese culture for the World Atlas, states that the culture is influenced by the Phoenicians, Assyrians, Romans, Ottoman Turks, Greeks, Persians, Arabs, and the French throughout history. These influences are still found in Lebanese cuisine, which is still linked with that of other Mediterranean nations, including Greece, Turkey, Syria, and Cyprus. Lebanon's diversity has contributed to the abundance of art produced throughout the country, too. Some of the oldest art still preserved dates back to the Phoenician occupation in 400 BC. And Mustafa Farouk is one of the most famous Lebanese painters, known for his real-life depictions of Lebanese people and their customs. He is further considered a pioneer as he ushered in the modern arts movement in the country. Another famous art contributor is Khalil Gibran, the third best-selling poet of all time according to the Poetry Foundation. His most well-known work, The Prophet, is a series of philosophical essays written in poetic English prose. This is his poem, The Astronomer. In the shadow of the temple, my friend and I saw a blind man sitting alone. And my friend said, "Behold, the wisest man of our land." Then I left my friend and approached the blind man and greeted him, and we conversed. After a while I said, "Forgive my question, but since when hast thou been blind?" "From my birth," he answered. Said I, "And what path of wisdom followest thou?" Said he, "I am an astronomer." Then he placed his hand upon his breast, saying, "I watch all these suns and moons and stars." Lebanon's diversity has shaped this small country into an important facet in the Middle East. Their very long history has also contributed to that diversity, shaping them into the nation that they've become. It plays an important role bridging the East and West. Its history allows for a celebration of this diversity, which impacts religious beliefs, languages, and daily interactions with one another.